Ekana Stadium, Lucknow's cricket fortress. The Ekana Stadium in Lucknow has the longest straight boundaries in all of India, around 68 to 70 meters. That's massive compared to most IPL grounds. This is where Australia suffered their biggest ever World Cup defeat by 134 runs, where England got bowled out for just 129 in a World Cup match, where Rohit Sharma became the first player ever to score 4 T20I centuries, and where India's captain called the pitch a shocker after a match where not a single six was hit. Built in just under 3 years, this 50,000-seat fortress went from blueprint to hosting World Cup matches faster than most stadiums get approval. But this place isn't actually owned by the government. It's run by a private company on a 35-year lease, and when that lease ends in 2052, they have to give it all back. Before we dive in, smash that like button and subscribe for more epic stadium stories. Alright, so in 2014, Uttar Pradesh had a problem. Despite being India's most populous state with over 200 million people, they had just one international cricket stadium, Green Park in Kanpur. That's it. For a state that size, that's embarrassing. Enter Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav. He announced plans to build a world-class cricket stadium in the capital, Lucknow. But instead of going the traditional government route, they tried something different, a public-private partnership. The deal was simple but clever. The government gave a private company called Ekana Sports City a 35-year lease on 71 acres to build and run the cricket stadium. But to make it financially attractive, they also threw in another 66 acres on a 99-year lease for commercial development, malls, hotels, residential complexes. The idea was that the real estate profits would fund the stadium operations. Construction started in 2014. The budget was 360 crore rupees, and somehow they pulled it off in under 3 years. By 2017, the stadium was operational. In November 2018, it hosted its first international match, a T20I between India and West Indies. Lucknow had international cricket after a 24-year gap. The stadium was originally called just Ekana, a Sanskrit word meaning unity. But one day before its international debut, politics stepped in. The new BJP government, led by Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, renamed it the, let me catch my breath here, Bharat Ratna Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee Ekana Cricket Stadium. Try saying that 5 times fast. It's named after the former Prime Minister who represented Lucknow in Parliament. The irony? The project was conceived, funded, and built entirely by the previous Samajwadi Party government. But the BJP government swooped in at the last moment and stamped their name on it. Classic political move. Architecturally, the Ekana Stadium is stunning. It's got this distinctive wave-patterned tensile roof made from over 30,000 square meters of green and white fabric, manufactured in Germany. The design is completely pillarless, a perfect bowl where every single one of the 50,000 seats has an unobstructed view. The floodlights are mounted on 6 high masts with special LED optics that eliminate shadows and glare. The broadcasts look crisp and true to life. The drainage system is top-notch, capable of clearing heavy rain quickly. But the most talked about feature? The boundaries. The straight boundaries stretch to around 68 to 70 meters, the longest in India. Square boundaries are around 63 to 65 meters. For context, most IPL grounds have straight boundaries of 60 to 65 meters. Please correct me if I am wrong here, but those extra meters make a massive difference. Batsmen have to really muscle the ball to clear these ropes. It's a bowler's paradise in that sense. The pitch itself uses both red and black soil. The black soil pitches tend to be slower and assist spinners as matches progress. Red soil pitches offer more pace and bounce. The curators can mix and match depending on the format and conditions. Once you're inside the Ekana Stadium, it's world-class. Fans rave about the pillarless design, the clean restrooms, the variety of food stalls, massive LED screens, and the electric atmosphere during big matches. But getting there? Well, the stadium is located in the Gomdi Nagar extension area, outside central Lucknow. On match days, traffic becomes a nightmare. Public transport links are poor. While there's parking space, it's often poorly managed, forcing fans to walk long distances. The entry process is frequently described as chaotic. Long, disorganized lines with inadequate crowd control. There have been reports of dangerous crushing during sold-out matches. Inside, food and drinks are often sold above maximum retail price. It's a classic case of great architecture, terrible logistics. The stadium itself is gorgeous. The operational management needs serious work. The stadium's first international match was unforgettable. India versus West Indies. Rohit Sharma walked out to bat in front of a sold-out crowd. The pitch was slow and turning. Boundaries were massive, around 70 meters straight. Rohit assessed conditions carefully, then unleashed. He smashed an unbeaten 111 off just 63 balls, hitting 4 sixes over those enormous boundaries. With that knock, he became the first cricketer ever ever to score 4 T20 centuries. India won by 70 runs. In October 2023, the Ekana Stadium hosted 5 World Cup matches. The most shocking, Australia versus South Africa. South Africa posted 311 for 7, powered by Quinton de Kock's 109. Then they destroyed Australia, bowling them out for just 177, a 134-run victory, Australia's biggest ever defeat by runs in World Cup history. 2 weeks later, India faced defending champions England on a slow, difficult pitch. India scraped to 229 for 9. Then Mohammad Shami tore through England's batting lineup with 4 wickets for 22 runs. England collapsed for 129. India won by 100 runs. Afghanistan beat the Netherlands by 7 wickets to qualify for the 2025 Champions Trophy for the first time in their history. Spinner Mujib-ur-Rahman took his 100th ODI wicket in that match. As the home ground of Lucknow Super Giants, the stadium has seen explosive IPL action. Mark Wood's 5 for 14 against Delhi Capitals remains the best IPL bowling figures here. Marcus Stoinis smashed an unbeaten 89 off 47 balls, the highest individual IPL score at the venue. And in 2024, Kolkata Knight Riders posted the highest IPL total here, 235 for 6. From 2019 to 2020, Afghanistan used Ekana as their 3rd home venue in India. They hosted a full series against West Indies here, including T20Is, ODIs, and their only test match at the venue. West Indian off-spinner Rakeem Cornwall took 10 wickets in that test, 7 for 75 in the first innings. But it hasn't all been glory. The pitch has sparked massive controversies. India played New Zealand in a T20Y. The target was just 100 runs. India chased it down in under 10 overs, but the pitch was excessively slow in turning. Not a single 6 was hit in the entire match. India's captain Hardik Pandya didn't hold back in the post-match press conference. He called it a shocker. Former cricketer Gautam Gambhir labeled it substandard and unsuitable for T20 cricket. The backlash was immediate. The head curator was fired. The BCCI took control and rushed a complete renovation of the pitch square with just 50 days before IPL 2023. The rushed renovation backfired spectacularly. The new pitches were undercooked and painfully slow throughout the entire IPL season. Teams struggled to score freely. Matches became low-scoring slogs. The average first inning score in IPL 2023 at Ekana was just 147 runs, the lowest of any venue that season. Lucknow Super Giants, the home team, suffered the most. They couldn't even practice on their home ground and had to hold their preseason camp in Delhi. It was humiliating. The pitch issues were eventually resolved before the World Cup later that year, but the damage to the stadium's reputation was done. The stadium's administrative battles haven't been limited to pitch quality. Since 2020, the Lucknow Municipal Corporation has been chasing the stadium management for unpaid property taxes. By March 2025, the tax bill had ballooned to 28.42 crore rupees. The municipality argues the stadium operates commercially. It hosts ticketed IPL matches, concerts, and corporate events, generating substantial revenue. Therefore, it should pay commercial property tax. The stadium management calls the tax notice unjust, arguing that stadiums are generally exempt from property tax under local regulations. The dispute remains unresolved, with the matter now escalated to the BCCI. In November 2024, the stadium was fined 5 lakh rupees for environmental violations during a music concert. Inspectors found unsegregated waste scattered everywhere and, most seriously, a tanker dumping wastewater from portable toilets directly into a nearby drain. Yeah, let that sink in. It was a complete failure of event management. So what's the future of the Ekana Stadium? Uttar Pradesh is building new international stadiums in Varanasi and Gorakhpur. Once they're completed, Ekana will have to share major matches. It'll likely remain the primary home for Lucknow Super Giants and UP Warriors, but the monopoly on big international fixtures in the state will end. The real wildcard is that 35-year lease. It expires in 2052. At that point, the entire stadium gets handed back to the state government. That deadline raises serious questions. As 2052 approaches, will the private operator keep investing in upgrades and maintenance, or will they focus on maximizing short-term profits from the commercial real estate? If I lived long enough, then yeah, I'll let you guys know. For now, the Ekana Stadium stands as a symbol of modern India's infrastructure ambitions. Bold, impressive, but still learning how to manage what it builds. It's a world-class venue with longest boundaries, dramatic matches, and serious growing pains. Whether you love it for Rohit Sharma's heroics and those monster boundaries, or criticize it for pitch disasters and traffic nightmares, one thing is certain: Ekana isn't boring. If you enjoyed this deep dive, you should check out my video on the Perth Stadium. It's seriously world-class, so don't miss it. Smash that like button and subscribe. Drop a comment telling me which venue you want us to explore next.